This is a Beacon Morris 75,000 BTU garage heater. It was purchased at Menards, and I bought the concentric venting kit from, I think it was littlegreenhouse.com. They sell everything for the Sterling, but Beacon and Morris and Sterling heaters are both made by the same company. But you can see the concentric venting. It pulls fresh air from the outside and exhaust to the outside through that box. So be really careful when you buy it, if whoever you get it from, if it comes in a kit. My kit was missing pieces, and that box was actually built backwards. My heater was converted to propane. It's not that difficult. You have to remove this cap here and put in the propane conversion screw, and then you have to take this orifice out and swap it to the propane orifice. The real issue I had is after having it for about 4 days, you can see this wire back here is charred. I called their tech support, which is they're pretty rude about things, but he told me basically it's a homeowner's fault because the propane pressure dropped at some point or my line froze, and the propane that normally shoots into here drew back to where the orifice was, and the flame came up and just caught that on fire. I came out to the garage the other morning and looked inside the hole on the cover. You can see it down here. You can normally see a blue flame in there, but I could see a yellow flame, which made me nervous. I looked into the window and this wire was on fire. This wire sits directly on top of this orifice, and when that propane drew back, it just caught that wire on fire. Now, there's two things that I don't understand. One, they do recommend that you put a propane low pressure switch on them. It shouldn't be a recommendation. It should be something that you have to have on it. But the other thing I have an issue with is there's plenty of wire back in this bundle, and this bundle could easily be a little bit less, and they could adhere some type of strap to this panel to keep this wire away from this orifice. So if something like that did happen, it wouldn't catch this wire on fire. When this wire caught on fire, it actually came up high enough to char these other two wires as well. And when I was talking to the guy about it, he basically just said, yeah, man, it's your fault. We don't like when they convert them to propane. We prefer them to be in natural gas. I just live in a house that doesn't exactly have access to natural gas unless they want to pay the big fee that the natural gas company wants to pay to run it out here. But that's my precautionary tale to you. It's a bit of an issue, I think. If you buy one of these heaters, no matter where you get it from, I'd tell you to pull the wire out of this bundle when you're hooking everything up. Push that wire to the back and find a way to strap it to the back of that. But also, definitely get that propane pressure switch, which is what I'm going to do now. The hookup's not all that difficult. If you have any questions on that, you can email me or message me, because I'll be happy to walk you through it, because it is very daunting, but once you get all the parts, it's relatively easy. It is just a matter of getting everything lined up properly. The biggest thing I needed is Sterling. I bought this kit from littlegreenhouse.com, and Sterling sent it to them as a full complete kit, and this box was built upside down. There's a hole on one side and a hole on this side, and they were built in reverse. And then I was missing a bunch of parts of the kit. Little Greenhouse did an awesome job getting me all the parts that I needed correctly and quickly. But if you're trying to do the install, just make sure everything's built correctly and that you have all the parts when you start.